Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. Today we will study the SST book of class 5, civics part, 8th lesson, that is Indian heritage and culture. First of all, we have to know that what do we mean by heritage? Heritage means what we inherit from our ancestors and from past. India is a land of variety of culture and tradition. People from numerous castes, religions, and creeds reside in our country. From several heritage and culture, today we will study some of them. First of all, architecture. During Harappan times, baked bricks were used to construct houses. During that time, the baked bricks are used. Later, Buddhist and temple architecture introduced fine sculpture to buildings. They also use space like caves and materials such as large rocks for constructions. In the medieval period, domes and semicircular roofs over buildings become a trademark of the Indo Islamic architecture. Architecture is the modern period combined the older architectural traditions with British influences. Here, some of the picture of our heritageal architecture. Now comes to the second one, that is literature. Our literary heritage combines both religious and non-religious literature. Religious books are about religion, and some of the stories, poems, and drama are non-religious literature. The Veda, Purana, Ramayana, Mahabharatas are some religious texts, where these Veda, Ramayana, Mahabharata are wrote in different languages like Sanskrit, Pali, Prakrit, Dravidian, Persian, Arabic, Urdu, Hindi, like that. Literacy knowledge was also passed. From the literacy knowledge, some of the stories, folk tales, and songs are passed from one generation to another, from there to now. Now comes to the third part, that is languages. In our India, several languages and several dialects are spoken. Dialect is the way of speaking a language restricted to a particular area or a particular group. Each state in our India has different languages. The Constitution of India recognizes 22 schedules languages, that is Bengali, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Malayalam, and Manipuri. Now comes to the fourth part, that is painting. Thousands of years ago, cave dwellers in India painted on cave walls to express themselves. Later, during the medieval period, fine miniatures painting were painted. The miniature paintings are much smaller than the normal painting but very much detailed. In the modern period of Indian history, many other painting styles are developed. In our modern period, some name of the famous painters are Raja Ravi Verma, Abanindranath Tagore, and Amrita Shergill. Now comes to the fourth part, that is music. Hindustani and Carnatic music are the main form of classical music. Instruments are used in these music such as tabla, sitar, flute, sarod are used. India is also a rich tradition in regional music, that includes tribal and folk music. Look at folk music. What do you mean by folk music? Folk music is a music which played during the celebration of harvest or major events, such as like a, marriage and birthday parties. Some form of regional music are Lotia of Rajasthan, Rasiya Geet from Uttar Pradesh, Mando from Goa, Amanaivari from Tamil Nadu. Now, dances. We have two types of dance, that is classical dance and folk dance. Classical dance of India that follows the laws of dance are laid down in an ancient book called as Natya Shastra. Classical dance is described from Natya Shastra. The seven major classical dance style in India are Bharatnatyam, that is from Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, Kathakali from Kerala, Manipuri from Manipur, Kathak from Uttar Pradesh, from our Odisha, that is Odishi, Kuchipudi from Andhra Pradesh, Shastriya classical dance from Assam. In some areas, some folk dance are also present. Folk dance usually celebrate happening in daily life, the tune of the season and the harvest. Some of folk dance are Giddha and Bhangra from Punjab, Garwa and Dandiya from Gujarat, Ghumar and Nautanki from Rajasthan. These are some pictures of some classical and folk dance. Now, we will study, that is UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India, where UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. UNESCO adopted an international treaty called Convention Concerning, which is an act that is the protection of world cultural and natural heritage. This was first established in 1972. It seeks to identify and protect and preserve cultural and natural heritage around the world. India has 38 UNESCO World Heritage Sites as on August 2019, of which 30 are cultural, 7 are natural, and 1 is both cultural and natural site. The left side picture is of the Kaziranga National Park, which is present in Assam, which has the world's largest population of the one-horn rhinoceros. Here, tiger, elephants, and thousands of birds are also found. The bottom picture is the Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminal, which is present in Mumbai, which was designed by British architect F.W. Stevens. It took over 10 years to build the terminal. Some of the natural heritage sites are mentioned here. Among them, Ajanta Caves, Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, Nilagiri Mountain Railway, the hill fort of Chittorgarh, the Kalka Shimla Railways, the Amber Fort in Jaipur, the Basilica of Bom Jesus, like that. All these are natural heritage sites.